guys, alright. Now guys, I had this one job before, a long time ago. And what happened was they told me that I couldn't work there. I got a better job now, I'm a car salesman now, but they told me in this job a long time ago, I think it was like a claims examiner or something like that. They told me in the job, I'm not sure what the job was exactly, but they told me, like doing invoices, stuff like that. They told me in the job, like they basically had let me go because I was doing a good job, but I think they just thought I don't know, maybe they didn't like me. This is when I was younger, Now every time I have a job, I keep it, I stay there, I'm doing well. The car salesman job I had for like a long time, right? So, and I'm very good at it, I'm very good at sales, I'm no problem, right? This is only one job years ago, okay? So they told me that they're like in the interview, like when they were letting me go, they're like, just so you know you're not a bad person, right? Which maybe they were trying to make me feel better, but I'm like, yes, I've had jobs before where I didn't stay or something didn't work out. Obviously, I'm not a bad person, right? But you know how when you're going to become a celebrity and you just all these things that you experienced before don't matter and you feel like it's all silly and you just feel like, my goodness, like all these people that used to say stuff to you that, and I mean, when you're a celebrity you go through things too, and people will say stuff and you just be like whatever, right? But I mean, you just realize, and maybe you're in the same boat as me, you're like, I'm going to be very famous, I'm going to be very successful, and I mean, the things that people would say to me before might not, you just look at them and you don't want to be rude, you don't want to be mean to the person, even though they're being spiteful and mean to you, but you want to be nice, obviously, but some people are very rude and do mean things, and so you just kind of think to yourself, like, and like I've had other jobs where they say, oh, they just make comments and they say stuff, and you're like, well, I'm going to be a celebrity now, so I'm not fully a celebrity yet, but I will be, right? So you just think to yourself, it's silly, you're like, obviously I'm not a bad person because I'm getting a celebrity job, right? You know what I mean? And you feel like a lot of times these people that are bosses of these places will feel like they make you feel small because they want you. The song Working 9 to 5 from Dolly Parton, all this, right? They make you feel small because they want you to feel like you've done something wrong because it's funny to them. They don't really care about you as a person. Sometimes they do care about you as a person, depends on the job. But some jobs are great. You enjoy your job, you have a fun time, you like the people, but sometimes they just want to jerk your chain because they're like, well, I'm a boss, I need to make fun of this person because they're a worker. It can be anybody. They don't even care who it is. They just make fun of you because you're a worker, right? Anyway, so it's all silly, right? Everything you've ever experienced, like, I'm getting more and more famous as the days go by. Luckily for me, I'm getting more and more viral. And so as you get to that point, you're like, hey, wait a minute. I had all these jobs where they said this, they said that, all these people that said this and that, people that said I'll never make it in this or never that. I was even told in school by one of my professors that I wasn't academic. I had 2 degrees. I mean, if I wanted a theater degree, I'm sure I could get one. If I wanted linguistics degree, I'm sure I can get one. I can probably get a fine arts degree. I'm very talented in a lot of ways, and I already have 2 degrees, right? So you know what I mean. So in general, I just think that when you have that professor said I wasn't academic, right? So what are you supposed to do, right? You just smile and nod, like, my goodness, whatever, right? Obviously, you're not going to get along with everybody. Not everyone likes everybody, but you just think, like, why would you say that to me? I'm obviously academic. I've got excellent grades. I'm doing well, right? Anyway, thank you guys. But at the end of the day, when you're becoming somebody, you just think it's all funny. You're just like, why would you do that to someone that's going to be a celebrity, right? But when you don't know you're going to be a celebrity, that's fine. But when you have people that might know, maybe like a person that knows I'm going to be a celebrity now, and they're like treating me badly, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a celebrity. You do realize, right? Anyway, thank you guys. Bye now. What about?